Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Libra for 2023, which of course, as you already know, Libra, it is a year of the water rabbit, and the water rabbit is a symbol for longevity and prosperity and peace as well. 2023 is a year of hope. And as also you remember, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the King of Cups. In the challenging position, we have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Chariot. In the advice from Spirit position, we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Devil. In the first part of 2023, we have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant. And in the second part of 2023, we do have the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Lovers, and at the bottom of the deck we do have the Fool, signifying that the collective transformation is going to have a specific impact on you, Libra, and it's going to give you an ability to move forward. It's going to give you enough resources, enough prosperity and abundance in the form of friends, in the form of colleagues, in the form of support of family members that will be able to kind of provide what you need so that you are able to move forward and achieve your goals and your dreams. Now, in the past position, we do have the Queen of Swords, which definitely is an interesting card, but it's great that it is in the past position because the Queen of Swords can sometimes come across as very cold and very cynical, because she's very logic oriented. She's very, complex in her own way, but she's very smart. We see that she sits on this throne and her head is above the clouds. Generally, the clouds in tarot symbolize mental challenges, and so when the head, of the queen appears above the clouds, that, basically says that she is, so good at problem solving, and she's so like far-sighted that she's able to see 5 moves ahead, 10 moves ahead. She's able to kind of see, quite a long ways away, as well as a big picture. And the bird, that is flying above her head definitely suggests that she's very solution oriented. And of course, her sword helps her communicate very clearly by cutting through, all the unnecessary words, all the unnecessary, rigmarole. She just kind of goes for the essence, for the truth, and sometimes that is not very pleasant to people because, when you're overly direct, that can be off-putting, if you will. And so the Queen of Swords has this reputation that she's very cold, but she is very smart and she is very sensitive. So without the Queen of Swords, not a whole lot would be accomplished. And so but she does have kind of like a hardened, heart, if you will. And it's interesting to me that the Queen of Swords here is clarified by the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is all about, love or a strong connection with someone, or experiencing that really incredible emotional fulfillment in something. And so when you have this combination, the Queen of Swords being clarified by the King of Cups, it tells me that there was a hard choice that you had to make in your past. It is that, kind of balance or lack of balance between logic and love. And when you have to make a hard choice regarding connection with someone or a particular circumstance where you have to put logic first and rational first before your heart, it can be, tough to do because your heart is pulling in one direction and your mind is pulling in another. And that friction between the mind and the heart can, create stress and anxiety, if you will. But at the same time, you were able to do and make the right choice, because we do see that you are going to be, starting a new cycle. We see that you are completing, several cycles as well, because you have mastered many different things in your life, dear Libra. So, things are kind of finally moving forward at a certain pace, which is going to bring quite a bit of progress your way. But we do have in the challenging position the Knight of Cups, which does tell me that, you may sometimes allow your emotions to kind of take over. And so it's important to remember, as you are going through this year of 2023, the year of the water rabbit, remember to pay attention to how you feel. Remember to pay attention to your emotions, because you don't want your emotions getting the better of you. You don't want your emotions to make you feel like you're idealizing something, like you're making a situation or a person better than they are. Having that slightly cynical outlook on life is helpful to keep you leveled, if you will. You do also want to kind of create some distance between yourself and people in your life that may be toxic, that maybe bring the stress into your life, that sometimes kind of provoke you or gaslight you in some way, and so your emotions get triggered. You want to stay away from people that create lack of peace in your life. You always know, when you are around someone that you feel peaceful, and then if you are around someone else and you're not feeling peaceful, then it could be you, but generally it's that your energy doesn't really match their energy, and so it's really wonderful to kind of pull away and gravitate to people that make you feel peaceful. And it's also important with the Knight of Cups to remember that when something appears to be too good to be true, because the Knight of Cups can be like that, especially in the challenging position, where he kind of creates a situation that is so amazing, and then at the end of it, the cost of the whole thing kind of becomes revealed. So do pay attention to not idealizing situations, because you don't want to get disappointed in the end. And you do have to, keep track of the direction, because the Chariot is all about which direction you're moving in. We see this person, in this Chariot, which symbolizes Julius Caesar from, the Roman times, when he would kind of parade in his chariot when he got like a victory in battle. And so it's important to remember that in order for us to move in the right direction, we have to have our emotions under control. We have to remember to stay calm, to stay peaceful. We have to remember to meditate so that we find that moment of stillness. Now, in the advice from Spirit, we have the Page of Wands, which is exactly what you need to hear, Libra, because the Page of Wands is letting you know that you want to pursue more learning experiences. Take a chance when someone offers you something. Go for it. Even if you're not sure, you'll find out along the way. It will give you an adventure. It will give you a learning experience. It will help you learn more about yourself and how you react to different things and how you respond to different things and what you can do to create a life that you are excited about living, to create a life that you do not want a vacation from. And I like that the Page of Wands has the Devil in the clarifying position, because the Devil is saying be devilish. I'm not talking about being devilish in a bad way. I'm talking about being playful. It's okay to be a troublemaker once in a while, when it is for like fun purposes, when you're playing a prank on your friend or something like that. It's okay to be devilish, and it's okay to kind of have that approach in trying out new things. In the first part of 2023, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant, which is interesting because on one hand, the Ten of Pentacles tells me that you have quite a bit of stability, in your life, and there's going to be even more stability, dear Libra, which is good. That's really, really good. For some of you, it could be generational wealth. We do see, an older person, more younger people, and then children also in the background, symbolizing, different generations. And so it could be that you're receiving something from an older relative. It could also, for some of you, just be passive income, or perhaps an investment that you've made previously that, maybe you forgot about, and it's, coming to fruition, and as a result, you're receiving money of it. Some of you may be retiring. Some of you may be dealing with property issues as well. You may be purchasing property. You may be looking at different property. But the Ten of Pentacles definitely symbolizes a completion of a cycle, and that always has a reward associated with it. It's interesting that you have the Hierophant in the clarifying position, because something here, it's telling me that you're conforming, because the Hierophant is all about following the rules. So make sure that in 2023, especially when you're dealing with money or contracts or property documents or whatever, that you're not really conforming too much to tradition, because right now, the way the world is with the planetary movements and everything, there's a huge collective transformation that is happening, and so conforming to the old ways may not be the wisest. You do want to explore all options when it comes to what you do with different assets or resources that you may find yourself in charge of. Definitely you want to kind of make sure that you read all the documents carefully, and that you do really a great job protecting the stability and the security that the Ten of Pentacles is bringing to you. You also have a wonderful new opportunity on the horizon, because you have the Ace of Pentacles in the second part of 2023. And so for some of you, it could be new job opportunities. Someone may be approaching you and calling you and emailing you and trying to get in touch with you to offer you something. So definitely be very detail oriented when you look at it, because you want to make sure you read the fine print and you make sure you read all the details, because the devil is always in the details. Some of you may be negotiating money matters, and so that's why you have the Ace of Pentacles in the second part of 2023. But overall, do expect stability and prosperity coming to you in 2023. It's going to be a strong year when it comes to your finances, dear Libra. It's interesting that the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers, because that tells me that you may find yourself refreshing a relationship that you are already in, and if you're not in a relationship, you may be going into a new relationship with someone, but it's going to be a very grounding experience. You're going to feel like you have grounded feelings, like you are, stable, like you are provided for, like there's comfort, like what's around the corner. You're going to feel really, really nice, because that Ace of Pentacles provides a lot of stability and groundedness to the Lovers. It brings that kind of earthy element, and they work together quite well. And so let's see what the Mystical Wisdom card has for us. And we have vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. gorgeous card. And really, dear Libra, you have been working really hard, so it's always a good idea to maybe step back. If you can't take a week off, maybe you can take a few days off and do something nice for yourself. Do what the Page of Wands is calling you to do. Go out on adventure. Take a risk, take a chance. Don't hide your emotions. Don't hide yourself from the world by spending too much time on your responsibilities and obligations, and also feeling maybe like if you're not really feeling motivated to take a day off or maybe go do something fun, if you just do it, it will come to you as you do it. You'll start to get the taste of it once you get into it. Let's see what the Energy Oracle card has for us. And we have community. Definitely surround yourself with the like-minded people. Remember what I said about kind of staying away from toxic people and gravitating towards people where you feel peaceful. Pay attention to how you feel when you are around people, because they will help you. Paying attention to that will help you kind of create the tribe that you want. And lastly, let's see what the Angel Answer Oracle card has for us. We have perfect time. Perfect timing. This is, the most perfect timing is the present time, right? The past is important because it taught us a lot of things. The future is not here yet, but right now what you have is the present. The more you're focused in the present, the better your future will be. And so, I'm not discounting planning and what have you, but and strategizing, but you should not be consumed by planning and strategizing. The most important, it's very important to remember that life is the small things. Life is when you make yourself coffee or tea, or when you are cooking for yourself, when you're cleaning, when you're picking something up, dropping something off, when you are, just doing mundane things. That is life. And so being present in that moment and trying to, create and organize your time throughout the day where you can enjoy the tasks that you're doing, when you can have maybe little breaks, when you can have some activities that you truly enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Libra. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope this new coming year is going to be a very prosperous and very abundant year for you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.